Welcome to RSCH503, Research Methods and Biostatistics, a 3-credit graduate course offered by Drexel University College of Nursing and Health Professions. Once an investigator has chosen instruments to measure variables, the next 2 stages are data collection and data management. Both of these stages require meticulous attention to detail, excellent organizational skills, and computer software expertise. First, we will explore modes of data collection. The most commonly used methods include, first, the interview, either face-to-face or via telephone. Second, observations. Third, focus groups. Fourth, self-administered questionnaires, either online or paper and pencil. Or fifth, existing documents such as electronic medical records, state birth records, etc. A researcher must determine if his or her study can be completed with a self-report method. If yes, then the researcher has 2 choices for such self-report surveys. The first is the researcher-administrated format. The researcher may obtain data from healthcare equipment by extracting data from existing records or databases, from interviews, or by self-report surveys collected online, via mail, or in person. Participant-administered instruments may include, for example, self-report surveys, diaries, data collection via electronic devices, and web-based surveys. Computer software companies, for example, SurveyMonkey and Zoomerang, give investigators the ability to electronically distribute surveys. They also provide initial descriptive data analysis. While such electronic distribution gives rise to questions concerning site security for confidentiality and anonymity, they also provide a new method of instrument distribution, data collection, and initial data analyses that is very advantageous for researchers. Electronic data collection involves the use of scannable forms that might rely on optical character recognition. As indicated previously, various software programs enable online data collection, such as SurveyMonkey. In studies involving physiologic data collection, various computer-based data collection systems code such data directly into a computer, such as cardiovascular data, pulmonary data, and more. There are many factors that influence the quality of a researcher's data collection procedures. Some of these factors to consider include 1. Cost. Instruments, fees, printing costs, subject payments, etc. Cost plays a large role in data collection methods. 2. Time. The researcher's time, subject's time, assistant's time, time to train assistants, etc. 3. Consistency. Consistency across times of collection, place of collection, etc. And lastly, assistance. Does the researcher have a mentor to provide guidance? Are research assistants available? Are data coders and data entry clerks available? These considerations must be addressed prior to designing the data collection processes. There are 2 types of data. First, alpha data, or words. Alpha data must be recomputed numerically in order for data analysis to be undertaken. For example, sex may be alpha-coded as female or male. For data analysis purposes, females will be recoded, for example, as the number 1. Male may be coded as the number 2. The second type of data is numeric data. Numeric data are already numbers and thus do not have to be recoded. For example, age is entered into the computer as the subject's stated numeric age. Salary and weight, as other examples, are also simply entered into the computer as the stated numbers given by subjects. One software program commonly used for data analysis in the social sciences is SPSS, the Statistical Package for Social Sciences. This software provides for conversion of alpha-coded data into numeric data. This slide provides a snapshot of an SPSS codebook. The development of a codebook is the critical first step in managing data. The codebook includes all data on each subject, with alpha data recoded as numeric data. Each variable is labeled with variable labels. For example, gender is a variable label, and the variable values include 1 equals male and 2 equals female. Codebooks provide the individuals entering the data into a computer with specific instructions as to the variable values to enter for all subjects. Subjects may not respond to all items on a questionnaire, a scale, or other data collection method. In this case, any missing data is also coded so that it is not included in the analysis for that variable. In my experience, detailed data collection plans are invaluable to quality research programs. Focused, specific plans developed in the initial stage of constructing the overall research design make data collection proceed smoothly. No amount of detail is ever enough. A solid, useful data collection plan includes 1. Details on all steps in the data collection process. 2. Details on all forms to be used in the study. 3. Plans to secure all instruments to be used, including permission of authors. 4. Development of training plan for research assistants with implementation of same. 5. Obtaining all subjects in the accessible population according to the sampling plan design. 6. Collection of all data, including informed consents. 7. Management of all data, including secure location of consents, completed data forms, etc. And finally, 8. Analyze all data. Data analysis is a very rewarding final stage. Once a detailed data collection plan is outlined, it may prove useful for an investigator to conduct a pilot study prior to initiating the major research study. A pilot study helps an investigator identify problems that might be encountered during the actual data collection. This experience gives an investigator an opportunity to revise the study in order to address problems in either the study design or the data collection plan. Again, in my experience, pilot studies clarify the design and provide enormous insight into practical considerations regarding data collection. As data is being collected in a study, investigators need to be astutely in control of all stages of the process. All research assistants, as well as the principal investigator, must be fully versed in all data collection stages. A principal investigator must engage the process, irrespective of the presence of assistants, and the investigator must maintain control of the process. Problem solve in an ongoing manner throughout the process should questions or difficulties arise. They should manage all data storage and retrieval matters, and very importantly, manage people problems. As more individuals become involved in a research study, from assistants to administrators to subjects to IRB members, people problems may emerge. The investigator must be skilled in recognizing emerging problems and manage such problems with aplomb. As noted on this slide, the link between pre-production and post-production is a production stage. This critical period of data collection according to a well-defined plan. Examples of various people problems that might be encountered in research include the following. 1. Sample selection. Can the researcher recruit enough subjects for an adequate sample size? 2. Do subjects become lost in the data collection period? Possible subject attrition or loss must be considered prior to actual data collection. How can attrition be minimized? 3. Viewing subjects as objects is a possible hazard for investigators. Remaining aware of this possibility may help researchers retain a humane focus. 4. What are the external influences on subject responses? Can such influences become extraneous variables that may affect the study's findings? And 5. Passive resistance on the part of those who are directly or indirectly involved in the study. For example, administrative staff, nurses, or other providers in the study being conducted in a hospital. To summarize, managing the data that is collected must be undertaken meticulously. This includes coding data according to the pre-designed codebook, training assistants consistently according to a standard training program, managing missing data in subjects' responses and coding same as missing, managing any subject's inappropriate response choices, deciding how to manage a subject's double response, that is, 2 responses rather than only 1 to any question, and item analyzing responses that are open-ended in order to have such responses appropriately analyzed. While it is tempting to simply go ahead and analyze data as soon as it is entered, investigators must resist this temptation. Once data is entered, it must be reviewed and any corrections made for data entry errors. Finally, all data must be stored according to the storage plan written in the IRB or funding agency protocol. Lastly, remember serendipity. Serendipity, the accidental discovery of something useful or valuable, is often the very unexpected road you travel when you obtain a finding that was completely unimagined, very unexpected. These findings may be the anomalies that uncover new hypotheses, new forks in the road for nursing research. This presentation was prepared for graduate nursing students at Drexel University College of Nursing and Health Professions. The primary book used in this research course is The Practice of Nursing Research, Appraisal, Synthesis, and Generation of Evidence, 2017 edition, by Jennifer R. Gray, Susan K. Grove, and Suzanne Sutherland. This book is published by Elsevier Saunders, St. Louis, Missouri.